Hello friends, let's start the new topic of organon of medicine, that is one-sided disease. Okay, so disease having too few symptoms are known as one-sided disease. Disease having too few symptoms are known as one-sided disease. It's not a sidewise disease, it's not a right-sided disease or a left-sided disease. Okay, so the one-sided disease is termed because they display only one or two principal symptoms which obscure almost all others. Means the one-sided disease, they display only one or two striking features, not a number of symptoms. That is called a one-sided disease. But these diseases are obscure, means unclear almost all others, because all the others diseases are having number of symptoms and a large number of symptoms having the disease. Because the disease having a large number of symptoms, it's in a very understandable the disease condition and very useful in prescription also. But in some cases the disease having too few symptoms, and we have to call this disease as a one-sided disease. Okay, so they belong chiefly to the class of chronic disease. So the one-sided disease is also a class of in a chronic disease, right? Due to the dearth of symptoms, they are less amenable to cure. Means due to the rareness of symptoms, dearth is called a rareness. Okay, so few symptoms, they are less amenable, means responsible, so they are less responsible to cure. Okay, they are not incurable case. We can't say the one-sided disease is incurable, but due to the few symptoms are available in disease, so it's understanding the disease is very hardly and very highly in a dangerous manner, right? And not easily understandable. So the prescription is it's like a less similar medicine because of few symptoms, and we can't change the symptoms of the disease and symptoms of the medicine, so it's less amenable to cure. So by definition, you can write in examination that is one-sided disease is chiefly a chronic disease with one or two principal symptoms which obscure almost all the other symptoms. Okay, so let's define the types of one-sided disease. That they having a two type of one-sided disease. One-sided disease having internal complaint and one-sided disease having external complaint. The name suggests the explanation of these types. That is, internal complaint means internally expression of symptoms, and internal having the disease condition and internally having the symptoms. In one-sided disease having external symptom means the disease is expression by externally or by the skin, like an external manifestation of the symptoms. Okay, so the one-sided disease having internal complaint, this type is also classified into two types, that is disease with only physical symptom and disease with only mental symptom. Okay, so these physical symptom is in this type of one-sided disease, the principal symptoms are related to physical complaint, and this disease with mental complaint, that is one-sided disease having only mental symptoms, are otherwise known as mental disease. And this headache and diarrhea is example of physical symptom, that is called the headache is situated in only head, not in hand, not in arm or not in leg. Okay, so perfect situation of the disease is called physical symptom, like a diarrhea is GIT disturbance. In mental symptoms, it's not a perfect situation of the disease, so its example is mania and insanity. Okay, so one-sided disease having external complaint. In this disease, the one-sided disease is the principal symptoms are related to some external parts of the body, hence they are also known as local disease. Okay, so the disease or symptoms are related to some external part and having external expression, so it's called also a local disease. And what is called local disease, that is also one-sided disease in which the changes and ailments appear locally on the external parts of the body, so that is called local disease. Okay, so yeah, the classification of one-sided disease is completed. Let's revise in a letter form, that is go with the treatment of one-sided disease. Okay, so we just define the one-sided disease in classification, and we just explain the treatment about disease with only physical symptoms and one-sided disease having external complaint. Okay, so the treatment of disease with only physical symptoms is, and these treatment are very useful in practice purpose. You can use this treatment in your practice also. So these diseases are less responsible to cure due to scarcity of symptoms, is also similar to dearth of symptoms or rareness of symptoms. A physician is well experienced, but the art of case taking in chronic disease is capable of finding many more significant symptoms in such cases. Because of one-sided disease in a chronic nature, that is taking a case like a chronic case, because the responsible symptoms are striking and peculiar, that is understandable by the deep case taking or thorough gentle case taking. Okay, so thus in such one-sided chronic disease, a thorough case taking is very essential for the proper treatment. And this type of one-sided disease is may be treated according to the following manner. That is, firstly, the most homeopathically indicated medicine is to be selected and administered on the basis of few symptoms available. Then second one is, according to the striking features, the homeopathic principle may annihilate the present malady when these few morbid symptoms are very striking, decided, uncommon and peculiar in nature. And third one is, in most of cases, the first selection of medicine is only partially suitable due to lack of considerable number of symptoms to guide to the accurate remedy. Okay, so firstly you indicate the less similar medicine, and these medicine are express the old symptoms, and that is very useful in second prescription. Okay, so in this case of one-sided disease, a partially homeopathic remedy in perfect medicine will produce some symptoms that had never or very rarely perceived before. The symptoms are known as accessory symptoms. Okay, so these accessory symptoms should be regarded as symptoms of disease itself, because this is an old symptom of disease that can neither remember the patient and neither their relatives. Okay, so they were only summoned forth and induced by the given medicine due to its power of cause of annihilate the symptoms. So we have to regard the whole collection of symptoms now and perceptible as belonging to the disease itself as the actual existing condition, and to direct our further treatment accordingly. Okay, so thus the imperfect selection of the partially homeopathic medicine helps to complete the picture of symptoms of disease, and in this way facilitates the discovery of second, more accurately suitable homeopathic medicine. As soon as the dose of the first medicine ceases its beneficial action, and a new examination of patient must be done, and the present state of disease must be noted down. Now second homeopathic remedy should be chosen on the basis of present picture of disease, which is formed by the existing old symptoms plus the accessory symptoms. The medicine will be more appropriate as a group of symptoms become large and more complete. So the old existing, we are including the for one line that is very useful, that is old existing symptoms plus the accessory symptoms which is produced by medicine is equal to present totality, because they give a number of symptoms that will give in totality of symptoms. Okay, so yeah, in like a manner, each new dose of medicine is to be allowed to exhaust its action. Then a fresh examination of remaining symptoms is to be made, and the most suitable medicine is to be prescribed until recovery is completed. Okay, so these are the treatment of physical symptoms. That is, first is homeopathic remedy administration, second one is according to striking features, and third one is the new symptoms are arising, that is useful in second prescription. Okay, so we just define the treatment of external complaint. That is, external complaint is having a type of disease, that is external cause and internal cause. Disease having a external cause or disease having internal cause. In disease having external cause or externally like a surgical disease, the surgery are important because the surgical help to remove the external physical obstacle. Okay. In internal cause, the selection of homeopathic remedy whose peculiar pathogenetic to the correspond to totality of symptoms in the case. Okay, the internal cause having the disease, in this disease the selection of medicine in a homeopathic manner in a similimum, that is a very perfect treatment of this disease. And external cause, it's a surgical disease, and we have to surgical removal of this external manifestation. Okay, and the disease with only mental symptoms we will discuss in a mental disease. I given a lecture about the mental disease, and I define this treatment in briefly. Okay, so yeah, that's a simple and very easily understandable this topic, that is one-sided disease. Okay, just revise this topic, that is disease having too few symptoms and belonging chiefly to the class of chronic disease. It's having a two type of disease. One-sided disease having internal complaint and external complaint, and also the internal complaint having two type, that is the physical symptom and mental symptom. And physical symptoms headache like and diarrhea, and mental symptom ma to ke mania and insanity, right? And external complaint, that is local disease, and these local diseases are known as externally expression of disease. Okay, so right, this hope you guys that is very easily understandable, that and very useful in the practice purpose, that is the treatment of physical and the treatment of local disease. Okay, so yeah,